He ate and died on account of poison is blocked. The E.M. Foster has mentioned in his book Aspects of Novel. And as far as characterization is concerned, it is an art. We see characters are human beings, where real, imaginary, endowed with certain specific moral, religious or other qualities. He said that there are two kind of characterization, to sketch, to delineate, to draw the characters, to sketch the character. There are two methods. He says one is direct method, novelist portrays them outside. Another is indirect. In this method, novelist allows his characters to reveal themselves through their speeches or actions. And furthermore, he has also divided characters into two kinds. He says that one is a flat character, another is round character. Flat character is simple or caricature, and which they do not change their nature, whether he is good or bad, but he will not change his characteristics. Good, he will stay good, or he will stay bad. Round or complex characters are dynamic, variety of the opposites, moods or impulses which are found in a man with changes. It means his nature, his character can be changed. Sometimes he can be villain, at the same time, on other time he can be hero of the novel or the story. In other words, that as we have the animal chameleon, that it changes the color according to the environment. If a chameleon is sitting on the tree, that he will change its color according to the environment. And there is another one which is a dialogue, most important one, is an intercourse or conversation, two or more characters. It shows passions, motives. And dialogues in drama also we find dialogues in drama. And as far as novel is concerned, this is also one of the chief elements in novel. Setting or background, it embraces the entire field of story, manners, customs, ways of life, or natural environment. Another is the foremost philosophy of life. It is called the writer's criticism of life. Novelist gives some suggestions about life, nature of joy, sorrow, success, or failure. If we analyze any novel minutely, we will reach some concrete concept of moral values of the characters. Here, the 6 points mostly that all I have defined in a way. It deals with events and actions which constitute its plot. It has characters, men and women, which carry on its actions and to whom things happen. The conversation of these characters constitutes the element of dialogue. It has a scene and time of action, the place and time where different things happen to different characters. It may be some limited region, or its action may range over a large number of places, cities, even countries. Its treatment of life, its problems are realistic. Thus, it is realism which distinguishes it from the earlier prose romances. The novel does not provide escape from life and its problems, but rather a better understanding of them. It also reflects the very spirit of the age in which it is written. The most important point here, the novel does not provide escape from the life and its problems, because novel's quality is this: it is very much actuality, very much actual. The novelist tells us, teaches us. Sometimes he is preacher, sometimes he is informer, tells us through his own observations. It is an observation, it is an experience of life through facing the problems, and he tells us something that if you do like that one, you will receive this way. If you do good action, you will be rewarded. If it is it exhibits the author's views of life and some of the problems of life. It thus gives the author's criticism of life or his philosophy of life. There are some kinds of novel. I will define one by one, describe them. Picasso novel, panoramic novel, historical novel, social reforms novel, regional novel, psychological novel, stream of consciousness novel. First of all, Picasso novel. Picasso novel, Picaro's Spanish word, Picaro, row or name, it means the hero of this novel is mostly unprincipled. He is not man of principles. And I will just let you know that the modern novelist Daniel Defoe, and he was born in 1659 and died or passed away in 1731. Robinson Crusoe is one of the masterpieces. I will say that very great novel, or in other words, the mightiest production of this novelist. It was written in 1790, Miles Laborers and Roxana, etc. There are many other novels he wrote, but one of the Robinson Crusoe. This is a picture of Robinson Crusoe. Robinson Crusoe, I will not say completely that all the elements are found in this novel. That he is going on the journey, and during his journey in the sea, that his ship is moved or destroyed through the cyclone in the waves of the sea, and it reaches such place which is an unknown island where he has to stay so many years, countless years, along with dog and parrot. But he faces so many problems during their stay, but he comes out of it. The novelist tells us that there are the problems in your life, but after that you will find some comforts. He is Cervantes, Miguel de Cervantes, and he has written one of the great classics of that is Don Quixote. There is a famous character which is even found in our society we call Sheikh Chili, that who always builds the castles in the air, and he has different type of ideas he has also represented. But when it was published, this was first published in 1605, and with the title Don Quixote of La Mancha, which was translated in English 1612 and second part in 1615 and translated in English in 1620. Here Cervantes describes the adventures of an idealistic Spanish nobleman who, reading tells, comes to believe he is a knight who must combat the world's injustices. He was behind the bars. Some years he stayed in jail. He conceived an idea of writing something who, as I told you, about one person who is a knight and going for a journey and combating the injustices of the world, in which he has shown that one man who is Don Quixote himself, with the helmet and with the lance, with the one animal, assisted by his assistant Sancho Panza, and they are going to fight with the injustices of the world. However, you will feel that this is very foolish kind of hero, but Cervantes has a different idea, a different background in it. Here, Austin Dobson is one of the critics. He says something about this Don Quixote, his novel Don Quixote. I will read it. that behind thy pasteboard, he actually describes his conditions, in what conditions, in what dressing he is, and what is his purpose going. Behind thy pasteboard on the thy bettered head, thy lean cheek is tipped with plaster to and fro. Thy long spear never gave thy unseen foe, and doubtless Sancho trudging at thy back. Thou wert a figure strange enough good that to make wise Erdom, both high and low, rub her blind eyes, and having watched thee go, dispatch its dog berries upon thy trail. Alas, poor knight, alas, poor soul possessed. He would today, when courtesy grows chill, and life's fine loyalties are turned to jest. Some fire of thine might burn within us still, would but one might lay his legs in rest, and charge in earnest were it but a mill. He says life's fine loyalties are turned to, that people find him that he is joker or jester and he is fighting with certain people. Because I want to tell you one of the scenes in it, that he is going to fight with the injustices of the world. He finds the herd of the sheep coming in front of him. He is accompanied by his assistant Sancho Panza, and when the herd is coming, he feels then that this is the army of enemy country, and he is going to fight with them. However, Sancho Panza reminds him, tells him that they are the sheep. Why are you going to injure yourself? He said, no, it is not so. He reminds him that you have your wife, your babes and babies, and you have your family also, you must take care of. He but gives much more importance to his country. Definitely he strikes and falls down and injured. In the same way, we find also the windmill in the same novel in Don Quixote, where the windmill is spinning, and he says that these are the giant and animal or the injustices of the world. He goes again, however, that he is reminded by his assistant Sancho Panza that it is not so, but he is totally and badly injured and taken to the home. In the same way, he faces, but the philosophy is that these are the injustices, but we see that apparently he looks like foolish one, but inwardly he is so patriotic man, so straightforward man, so honest man that one can admire. Gulliver's Travel, however, it is one of the satires of Swift, and I find that some of the essential elements in it of novel, I wanted to let you know, let us know that what happened there, because he is satirist of his age. Gulliver's Travel is one of the satire, which is satire on